welcome to another LongFallBoots pedal demo. This is the Earthquaker Devices Bit Commander. Yes. Big fans of Earthquaker Devices, as you may have gathered from our other demos. This is the Bit Commander. It is a monophonic guitar synthesizer with no less than 4 voices which you can blend together to your liking. It looks complicated because it has so many knobs on it, but it really is very, very simple to get to grips with. What we have are 4 voices. We have a sub, or sort of 2 octaves down. We have a 1 octave down sound. We have a 1 octave up sound, and we have a square wave. It's called the bass. It's basically the standard octave that you're in. We've got a level control, and we have a filter control, which just alters the top end contents of the sound. What we'll do is we'll try each of the voices independently, and we will see how the filter affects them, and then we'll blend them together to see what sort of sounds we can come up with. This is an analog synthesizer for the guitar. It is not one of these pristine polyphonic digital devices that are out there, which I'm also in favour of. But this is a little bit more interesting. It's a little bit more glitchy. Chords aren't going to track so wonderfully, and it's going to track better on, say, the neck pickup, even better with the tone roll down. But we'll explore that as we go on. Let's start off with the clean sound, though. We have the bridge. We have the middle. And because it is going to track much better on this pedal, we're mostly going to be sticking to the neck. The neck. Cool. We'll leave the filter more or less where it is. I'm going to start off by, let's hear what the straight up, as it were, dry signal, as you'll hear it's still quite crunchy, sounds like. So this is the bass knob. So it's quite crunchy, sort of square wavy. This is the voice that you can actually get away with playing the chords with. Although, as you heard maybe when I did some of the unison bends, there's still some intermodulation. This is not a pristine overdrive. But it holds together pretty well. So let's roll this one down, and let's, should we go down first or up first?
Go down and up and then down, down.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so let's go to the 1 octave down and see how that sounds. So you get all your video game sounds happening down here, which is great. So that was all playing sort of 12th fret, well, about 9th upwards, and the tracking is pretty spot on there across all the strings, so even up on the top E. Really quite pristine. I'm going to go down sort of 3rd, 5th fret and see how it deals with the tracking down there. So that was right down on the 1st fret. So you can hear that there's some glitchiness there, but actually it holds on pretty well. And for me, one of the appeals of an analog guitar synthesizer is how glitchy it can get. So as Ben has suggested, let's now go to the octave up. This is a transformer-based octave up. We're going to get some sweet intermodulation. Again, we'll start up near the 12th fret. As we start to make our way down the strings and down the frets, you start to get that just sort of octavia fuzz kind of sound where you're just getting that hint of upper octave. But that fundamental is still coming through. Power chords can sound super cool with any sort of octave up. This one is no exception. If we start doing sort of unison bend kind of things, we can start to make the world end. And if we go for any sort of complex chord, say some sort of major 7th, the other thing, probably more than any of the other settings, rolling the tone back is going to make the upper octave come really, really prominently. So I'll roll it all the way off. I love the decay on this octave up on this particular pedal. I've got a couple of things that do octave ups, either on purpose or just by the scrambled nature of the fuzz, but the octave on this is really sort of sweet, nice, cool swell. Okay, so let's take away our octave up and let's go to the sub, which is the 2 octaves down. Now, out of all of them, this is the one that's going to get the glitchiest. Just for comparison, that was... So as you can hear there, things are a bit more gated, a bit more glitchy. If we play down near the bottom of the neck,
boss fight cometh.
Yeah, that's the boss fight. Yeah, that's right. For sure. Okay. Okay, so let's just try blending some of the stuff together. I'm going to bring in just the straight octave down as well, see how low we can go. If we find that a little bit harsh, perhaps we can take off some of the filter. If we want to try and counter some of that glitchiness, you can put some of the original back in. Obviously this doesn't need to track anything because it's just the original signal, so it holds together. Yeah. Okay, so one of my favourite settings on my Microsynth is the 1 octave down, 1 octave up. So we can try and replicate that kind of feeling here, perhaps. Perhaps we can try the one up with the sub as well. The way the oscillators are set, the sub blends really nicely with the octave up, I find, on this pedal. Maybe put a bit of the fundamental back in, just a touch maybe. I realise I haven't switched pickups much. Let's see how the bridge holds on. You'll hear that the lower octaves especially probably won't track quite as well, but some of the artifacts it brings in might be quite cool. It really cannot hold on down there, but that's fun. Play some power chords, it'll completely freak out. Unison bends will make it very upset indeed. It's like a box full of demon bees. Oh, so much fun. Let's smash a load of upper octave in here. Let's roll the bass off and. We could go on forever and ever. There's so many fun tones in this. Some of them are crazy, and yeah, you're going to bring them in maybe to mess with people in songs. But the way that it tracks, especially on the neck pickup down, especially with the combination of the sub and the 1 octave up, I think is really, really appealing. That's one of my favourite settings on this. The filter is it's not like a massive tonal shaping. It's a sensible sweep we've got there with a lot of nice. So I'm sort of laughing about the demon bees that came out of my amp a minute ago. And as you notice, we've not really gone past midway on the level, and we're hitting unity around there, probably slightly over unity depending on how we set everything else. So there's plenty of boost there if you want to kick this on for big boost. Please don't buy this pedal thinking you're going to get clean polyphonic pitch shifting. That is not what this pedal is about, and frankly it's all the better for it. It is characterful, it's chaotic when you need it, but when you want it to hold on, as long as you work within the rules of analog guitar synthesizers, it's for my money one of the best out there. I'm thrilled with it. This is one of the pedals where we review where it has gone onto my board, and it's going to stay there. And I'm going to terrorise the rest of the band with it whenever I get the opportunity. As always, if you enjoyed this, first of all, welcome to the 17th minute of this video. But please, please, if you enjoyed it, please like the video. It really helps us out. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And as always, please go to our Bandcamp page to check out our music. There's a bunch of free stuff on there, and the album as well. That's longfallboots.bandcamp.com. And check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/longfallboots. And we'll see you again for some more pedal fun soon. Bye.